Okay, so what I'm gonna do is to finish going over the embedded platforms from last time, and then uh, go into a little discussion about upcoming projects. Okay, so the last time we looked at the AVR butterfly, and this time I wanted to just take a look at these MSP430 boards. Some might not be available anymore, but at least you could still find some of these. So MSP430 is a 16-bit microcontroller from Texas Instruments, and they make these to be very low power and some to be quite cheap. So there's a board called Launchpad that's $5 US. And I think a few courses use a Launchpad as their platform. Of course, you can do programming, but there's not much you can do on there because there's no sensors or other things. So you have to connect other things to it. There are other boards that are more up to date. So I think you can still get this one, touch sensor. And so MSP430 is not just a single chip. It's actually a family of chips. So there could be something very small, 14 pins, to something very large, 130, 140 pins. And so how do you try out different versions of MSP430? So that's what you do there. Next to the experimental board, there they have a socket. So what you can do is you pick the one you want and you stick the chip inside the socket, and then it can connect appropriately. So you can try putting different chips in there just to try them out. So you can try something very small to something very big. And they also make a couple different kits. So one of them is in the form of a watch. There, I actually have one, and you can program it. But I don't think they make this anymore. Last one I saw was maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and so it actually has some sensors on there. It's $50. What you do is there's a board you can pull out of that watch. You connect to one of those little USB sticks, and then that allows you to program the firmware on the chip. And then once you finish programming, you pull it out, stick it back into the watch, reset, and then it works. And this one actually has also wireless capability there, so wireless communication. So what you can do is then you take this watch, wear this watch, and then you can do acceleration. I think some people did projects where they hook up one of those units, receivers, to a door lock. And so when you go home, you don't have to take out your key. The wireless will connect to the door lock, but then you don't want it to just open anytime you approach it. So you have to do a certain gesture. It's like you have to do a triangle followed by this, some gesture. And then the other side said, oh, okay, that's a funny gesture. I recognize, and it opens the door lock for you. Okay, so there are a few fun projects like that. And in fact, keep that in mind when you think about what kind of project you want to do, because our EcoPT board has an accelerometer also, and then you can recognize certain motion like that. Okay, and then the third one is from Microchip. Microchip is the maker of PIC a family of microcontrollers. They've been around for a long, long time, and there are some embedded system designers who have PIC as their first choice of microcontrollers. They're pretty cheap, and they give you a lot of development tools and libraries. And so there are different PIC chips. So I think PIC14, PIC16, PIC18, they're all pretty popular. And PIC24 is a 16-bit processor. And this one actually has a lot of possible expansion modules. So what they do is they make the board and then a few of these plug-in modules. So you can try out different combinations of microcontrollers and peripherals. And so one is called one of the modules is called. I think they name it pigtail because it's supposed to be on the other side of the board, like a tail, and pigtail is supposed to sound kind of like pigtail, um, and so so there are many different boards. We actually played with some of these before a few years ago. They have something that handles audio, speech playback, something that handles local area networking, like CAN, LIN. CAN is a controller area network, and you find CAN inside automobiles. So a lot of the cars actually run CAN protocol for anything from engine control to your rear view mirror to many other things. Now, there's a few others like SD card, uh, the MMC multimedia cards, smart cards. So those are also available as expansion module. Even Ethernet, USB, RDI for infrared data, Wi-Fi, GPS module, motor control, touchpad, color LCD. So yeah, our lab we played with these before. The problem is that they're a little bit on the pricey side of things. So yeah, end up paying a lot more money to try these features. Now there's also sensors, lights, humidity, and all that. So that's another possible platform. So I'm showing these just because I think you might want to play with some beyond this course. So these are just some examples to look at, and I